Okay, everyone, welcome back. In this episode here, I'm going to do a review of the uh, Insta360 One, the 360 degree camera, which I recently got at the Apple Store. I got one from the Apple Store. Let me see if I could just... There we go. I got one from the Apple Store, and I got another one from Amazon, as you can see right here. So, as you can see, I've got two, which, you know me, I like two of everything. So let me show you what I got from the Apple Store, and then what I got from Amazon. And so I've already opened this one, of course. I've already filmed it if you've seen some of my riding videos, me riding the bike. So let's just open this, and it's already open, but what you get here, okay, is you get a charger or a micro USB that you can hook to your PC. You get this bullet handle for bullet, and then of course over here, let me just lift this up here, you will get this tripod, alright, the selfie stick, the actual 360 camera, and this is the cover. Just gonna unbox it. I'm not gonna explain how to use it. I'm sure there's plenty of videos. As a matter of fact, if I pull this out, I've already recorded this. As you can see, this is blinking green. So I will be, trying to put in some footage here of me doing this at hopefully at a different angle. So let's put this away over here for now. Okay, so basically what you're gonna get is everything that I explained in. This piece is in here. The 360 camera was in here. The selfie stick was in here, if you want to take a closer look at that. So selfie stick is in here, 360 in here. In here is just manuals, and there's only like a couple pages. The rest are in all these foreign languages. You get this quick guide on what's in there. It comes with an 8 gig micro USB, which comes with inside the 360 camera already. But as in my research, this turns out to be, if you want to take a look at that, this may turn out to be an upgrade that you might want to get, or you might want to get this micro scan disk, 64 gigabytes. I was watching some YouTube, and apparently this works, and maybe some others don't. But that's about 2 hours worth of video you can take with the 360 camera. But the battery life is only about 70 minutes, so that's another reason why I got two. As one, it gets charged or downloaded on an app. I can just pop out the other one. I can pop out this one, and then this explains the bullet features in what, Chinese and English here, and this comes in right in here, like that, and so getting it out was kind of hard. But that's what's in the one that you get from the Apple Store. You don't have to, but it seems like, oh goodness. Okay. But it seems like this particular Insta360 One is designed to be used with an Apple product. So And this also is a stand. I'll show you that. And in here, which I already took out, well, in here is your micro USB. So, all right, now we got that out of the way. Okay, and oh yeah, you also get a micro cloth, which you will need because you want to keep the lens clean. So, anyways, so now that we got that out of the way, let's open this up, okay, and see what. Should have brought a knife. Man, they make this packaging really tough to open. Let's see if I can open it without a knife somehow, some way. And you probably can't. Let me see if I can here. Takes off the sticker. I'll be right back here. Let me back up a little bit and grab a knife. Alright, grab the knife. Jeez, even with the knife it's hard to cut. Okay, finally. My goodness. Alright, so finally got the package open. Oh my gosh. And then I have to actually open the package, and this is so hard to. They gotta make it hard to open or something. So if you look on the. If you look here, you'll notice that it says made for iPhone, iPad, and it really is. When you download the Insta360 One app, it works so much better with an iPhone or an iPad. I actually had to go, I decided to go buy an iPad and went to the Apple Store to go buy an iPad along with this right here, and it does work a lot better. Although they do have Insta360 Studio, in which that's what I use on my PC, but that's after running it through the app on the iOS. So anyways, so there's that. Just put that right over there for now. And okay, so here's the box. Here's what it looks like, and there you go. It tells you all these wonderful little applications that you can do. I guess you can. It says waterproof. Does it really say waterproof housing? It actually says waterproof housing. I can't believe that. I don't believe that at all, because they still have a waterproof case. They got a suction cup base, tripod. But if you go to the Apple Store, you'll get a tripod. It costs a lot more though. This was, what is it, $299. This is like 300 and I don't know, 50 or 325 or something. Okay. All right. So, anyways, so here you go. You get, this is what you get, and this is the case. Is there anything else in here? There might be. There might be. Okay. So more stuff. Excuse me. And that's all in the box. So you get, this is the USB cord right here, the USB micro cord, micro adapter, and this is just the same stuff. Probably another micro cloth. Yes, so you get another micro cloth right here. So you get another micro cloth, and there you go, another micro cloth, and some booklets, which most of it is foreign language in the warranty cards. Anyways, let's put all this junk aside now. Let me open this, and I will show you the USB micro card here. Since I'm more of a PC user and not a Apple user. But if you do get this, download the Insta360 Studio. I highly recommend it. If you've seen some of my videos, it comes in very handy. So the reason I got this is because I'm able to do a lot of post-production footage that I wasn't able to do with just the gimbal, which I'm wearing right now, with the smartphone on it, with a wide-angle lens. I would have to have like 2 or 3 cameras to get shots that I've been getting. So, with that said, I've already tried it and I enjoy it immensely. I find it very useful, especially if you're doing action footage, or if you're riding a bike, skateboarding, perhaps even driving a car, whatever you're doing. It's very useful and I've never really edited footage in my YouTube, I guess, career, my YouTube channel. I actually don't like it, but with this, it makes it so much easier, and that's why I got it. And plus, it does 360. That's the gimmicky part. Here's the USB right here, the micro USB, which, there we go. It is here you go. 8 gigabyte. But what I'm going to do is actually put in the 64, because with this 8 gigabyte, you get 16 minutes of 360 footage. Alright, 16 minutes of video, 360. I like doing half an hour, an hour. I'm out riding a bike, I'm out and about a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and open this up, and I need to grab my scissors now, so excuse me. Grab my scissors. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my scissors and just install this, because I plan on using this. And I have used it on the other 360 camera. And so I can tell you that I've tested it out for 70 minutes. If you have a charger, or if you can charge, I haven't pulled this out yet, but if you can charge while you're recording, that's ideal, because I don't know if it'll really go up to 70 minutes. I think it's shorter than that, and I wouldn't go beyond 70 minutes because it overheats. The camera overheats. I'm assuming there's a battery inside, obviously. So this is what I'm going to put in. This is what I'm going to put in, and it gives me 2 hours of 360 footage, if you believe that or not. Oh, did I lose it already? Okay, it only goes one way, only goes in one way. Okay, good, I got it. Jeez, I think I almost broke that thing. And as for this thing, the 8 megs, I'm going to put in my fanny pack. I'm just going to go ahead and just put this in here, and put this in my, I'm going to put this in the adapter, and then I'm going to put this in my fanny pack and kind of use it as a backup. So that's what I'm going to use that for. So okay, now that that's done, let's get to the actual 360, and this is the hard case for it. Ugh. Come on out. It's a little tight. Okay, there we go. So when you get it, you'll obviously get you'll get some kind of cover here, plastic cover over the lens. So I've noticed that when I use it, you'll do this a lot. You'll touch the lens quite a bit. So it's really useful to have a micro cloth. And I'll show it to you. I've been using a lot of the micro towels, fleece, or whatever micro towels that I get for free from Harbor Freight. I've been using those quite a bit. So, you know, just make sure you have this, because you will smudge, and when you get smudges on it, it doesn't come out. If you have an Apple phone or an iPad, this is how you connect to it. And what I've noticed is that it doesn't charge. Ironically, you have to charge it with this. This is how you charge it. Plugging this into your iPad or iPhone does not charge the camera. Matter of fact, the battery is in use when you do it. There will be a green light or a blue light. When you do charge it, it turns to a red light. The other thing is, when you most likely get this, and there's on this top piece here, you could set it up like this as a stand. I put it here like that. That is typically the front if you use the app on the iOS, and this would be the back, because this is lower, this is top. So this lens on top, this lens on the bottom. So this is the back, this is the front typically. And so what I like to do is I like to have this logo here, so I know that that's the front. That's the front. So when you get it, you have to upgrade the firmware. When I plugged it in, it showed a 2.2.2 version. You need to upgrade to a 2.2.3, or at least the one from the Apple. I don't know what this is going to be. I'm just going to assume it's the same. And I had a hell of a time upgrading the firmware through the iOS Apple iPod. I had to go to my PC and download it, plug it in with the micro USB. I'm going to plug it in with the micro USB and upload the firmware on the micro card, the micro scan disk, and turn it off, and then turn it back on. And then it would take a long it turns blue and it blinks a little and takes a little bit longer. And then next time when you plug it into your iPod or iPhone, not your iPod, iPad or your iPhone, then you could look up the version and it would show an upgraded version of the firmware. So you can see I'm already getting smudges on it just touching it. So but despite all that, is it worth it? I think so. This camera, or the camera I have recording right now, is most likely going to save me a lot of time and headache, especially for me, because I don't like editing. I never liked editing. But what I've noticed is that my videos are so much better now that I'm able to edit. The amazing thing that I like is that it's relatively easy once you go through the first initial steps of getting the firmware, upgrading it, updating it, getting the Insta360 Studio, and try to understand how it works. Using it with an Apple product, iPhone or iPad, is useful when you download the footage and then you export it out with all the settings, like the what is it, free flow, what do they call that? What do they call it? Free flow. Anyways, their stabilization software is really great. If you've seen some of my videos when I'm riding the bike, and I'm switching between the gimbal and the 360 camera. You could tell the difference. Anyways, this is just a simple unboxing and my experience with it. Hopefully you all enjoyed this. Do I think it's worth the $300? Well, I bought two, and this is so small, so light. It's not, I wouldn't say it totally replaces my gimbal. I'm still going to use the gimbal. The only downside about this is the mono mic. I'm trying to research, what is it? Ambix spatial surround sound. You need a whole different software and everything. I don't know if I'm going to get into that much 360. Most of what I do is basically still the same first person perspective. I just am able to get a lot more footage and do a lot better post edit production. So my stereo on the Samsung Galaxy S works just fine. But if you really want to go that far, you can get a separate mic that does spatial audio and a different software, and you can use it with your 360 camera if you're into 360 or VR. I personally feel right now that 360 and VR is gimmicky. I'm waiting for, better software to the end user to use to offer that better experience. So anyways, I'm going to conclude this episode. I hope you all enjoyed the 360 unboxing, at least this one. So feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment, or even do a video response. Until next time, everyone, stay tuned. Bye.